Listo, manilito. O mojamos loco.
O bebemos romo. Aquí estamos en Clacton Podcast, episodio 34. Episode 34. Damn, we going by fast, Kenny. Yes, we started, bro. Yes.
Ah, man, feels good to be back.
Mojamos loco.
Mojamos loco. Vamos a decirlo mojamos porque está fea la cosa.
If only they knew what that means, bro.
It's an inside joke, guys.
Nah, it's an inside
but
joke.
what's up, man? Welcome back to Clacton Podcast, episode 34.
Episode 34, man. With your boys out here,
My
man.
name is Kenny.
My name is Lewis. We say every episode, man. Tune into the socials, bro. They're up there. Say that shit every episode. But what is the rest of the stuff that we gotta say in the beginning?
Yeah, the announcements. You know, we gotta guys check us out on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook,
YouTube, both channels. You guys
channel.
can listen
Tune
to
in.
all of us and
Apple Podcasts,
and all the
Google
platforms.
Podcasts,
Yeah,
Spotify.
not SoundCloud.
Anchor.
We're not on SoundCloud.
We can be.
I don't think you can put podcasts on SoundCloud. Can you?
I'll make a song. I don't go fuck.
Make the podcast a song, right?
Why can't I make a song and then
You can make a song too.
you want to be my feature?
I don't sing, bro.
Let's make a diss track.
I'll make the beat.
Let's make a diss track.
To who?
Got an idea.
Who?
The sisters.
Ah,
That's another inside joke. Nobody.
That's
really
not even
knows it,
competition,
man.
bro.
Yo, come on, dude. Let's get into this episode, man. I'm excited, bro. Come on. Let's get into it, man. If you have a business or you want to promote anything, you already know, hit the DMs, man, and hit the email. Actually, not the DM. The email probably popped up there. It's in the description of the video always, and then if you're listening on Spotify, it's in the description of the audio. So tune in there, man. But what is the episode topic? Actually, let's clock in. We haven't even clocked in, bro.
true.
Man, let's get in there. Hey, Clacton Podcast. We're not live, man. Actually, is it live? Because we're technically not live. This is being pre-recorded.
But we are live at the moment.
Yeah, we're live at the moment. Yeah, what can he say? But this is episode what, 34?
34.
34, bro. And what is the topic for this episode, bro? Because
Like
you
I
said
told-
you
like I
hit
told
me up
you.
with the topic yesterday. You
Like
were like,
I
yo,
told
I
him
got some
yesterday,
shit.
the last couple episodes have been, a little bit of here, a little bit.
We're trying new things out, man.
Yeah.
No, we got to.
But also we gotta go back to our
roots.
Yeah, to our roots, to our
is
day ones, which is giving you guys some game, giving you guys some advice, life lessons.
And it would sound crazy coming from two young people, but we're giving them our experiences, and
we're
and
young
what we
too,
see.
but our audience is the same age as us. So,
Usually, yeah.
So whatever advice we give out, you
And a
know,
lot
you listen
younger.
to everything. You keep what you think is useful for you, and
Exactly. Age
and
is
not
just
only
a
that,
number.
to this day I take advice from people my age, and like you guys, whatever recommendations that you guys do or leave in the comments, like as in this podcast, to like fix
Make it
certain
better.
things and make it better. We always,
Go ahead, leave it down there.
our ears are always open.
For sure. And I'm not that type of person that's like, oh, you're younger than me. Well, what can you teach me or some
Right.
shit? Bro, I've learned shit from my little brother. Like,
That is true. Like it's just
people who say that are just ignorant.
you just gotta, and that's one of the
Hard-headed
things that
ass.
I was gonna say, bro. You gotta listen.
Stop, dude. You haven't even said what the
No,
episode
that's
is.
not even one of them.
Oh,
that's
is
not
it?
even one of them.
Okay.
But
But you haven't said what the episode is. Say what the
Oh,
episode
okay.
is.
I
Say
did.
it. Did you?
yeah.
No, you said we're going to get back to our roots. You never
And I
mentioned the
said
actual
that
topic.
we're gonna give our life lesson advices. All that I did said it, bro.
Okay. So say it again. Just say it.
I think my friend here needs to listen to
because
understand.
you didn't say.
and
You
not
didn't
to
say.
reply.
I was expecting this episode is this. You just said we're gonna give you our life lessons and
this
this and
episode
that. Is
life advice
is it? Yeah, it is.
with
Clocked in.
Lewis
Clocked in Media.
and Kenny.
LOC. I'm saying. But yeah, dude, the only people that are not intelligent are the only people that would say some shit like, "Yo, what are you gonna teach me? You're younger than me. This and that." Like, bro, what? That makes no
Nah,
sense.
bro, just
Intelligence comes in all packages, ages, experiences, skin color, everything.
you just gotta like.
Hey, Diablo, what was that?
What's up?
I don't know.
Like I said, bro, like whatever advice we give out or bro, to this day we're still learning, bro. Like whatever
No
we
cap.
hear, whatever you think is good, you obviously keep. Whatever you think is no good, you put it to the side. You don't keep.
And our intention is to make it somewhat a positive experience. Make it that, they could learn from or take something out of it. It's not like we're just trying to give out bad advice or anything with bad intentions in any way. So if you see something that you like and you want to implement it in your life, go ahead. If you don't, then, keep it pushing. It's not that serious, but, we're not doing anything negative, I don't think.
Yeah. Get us started, bro. What is your number one?
This is so we're gonna do what? You're gonna do 5. I'm gonna do 5. Because I think I got more than 5.
I got more than 5 too.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have like 7.
I think we should narrow that to 5. We'll see how the
5
time
good
goes.
ones. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I gotta hit the gym after this, so you know. Are you going? You going to the gym? Not working. Oh yeah.
I have to update it, bro. I have to update everything, bro.
Bro, he can't even get on TikTok, bro. That shit is crazy.
My watch.
But yeah, the first video here is some life advice that I've heard recently, and then in this video, I'm pretty sure there's like 3 people talking. Very successful people speaking in this video. But I'll give my thoughts and everything at the end, and I want to hear your thoughts about it as well. So let's just get into the video real quick.
All right, let's get it.
Here we go.
I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game. Or that aren't on the same path.
Pay attention.
It just doesn't make sense. To get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it.
When you meet with your friends,
should I have to go?
You talk about it. So we talk about whatever's going on.
Audio's a little messed up, but make sure you read it.
It's like, that off. Anyone who doesn't talk about money, don't talk to.
True.
I'm out of here.
You don't make me
Another goat.
Well, you don't lower my level. I don't think so.
Do not run with mediocre people. I'm going to tell you how to beat these mediocre people.
That guy that was in the army, who like run like marathons and shit.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
They're not you.
But that's the end of the video. All right, but what do you have to say? I want to hear your thoughts on it. The first one was Connor. He was talking about he don't have friends that aren't involved in the same stuff that you're involved in. So what do you think about that?
I mean, like, damn. Somebody said, who was it? If our friends ain't, I think it was somebody that I was watching a podcast, and then this person said, if my friends ain't talking to me about money, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to, which is kind of too extreme. I don't know who it was. I think it might, yeah, it wasn't.
The clip I posted on my story.
I think so.
Justin Waller, yeah.
I think so.
You're talking about.
Which is true, but like I'm also, I have my friends. But point is that if you really want to grow and get to the spot you want to get, like we always say, you need a team. You need, and I feel like in a team, everybody has a rule or a role. Right? And then like I said, you do this, you do this. It's like any other team in sports, bro. Like everybody has to what do you say? Contribute to
the bigger goal.
Yeah, to get to the goal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk about Connor, and then we'll talk about each person just to get it going. But Connor, he's talking about make sure your friends are involved in the same stuff you're involved in, and that makes sense, dude. Because like you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're spending time with,
you are who you
usually with bots and bums, and that's really your fault that you chose those 5 people out of anybody who you chose to be friends with. What do you think on the Andrew Tate one when he was talking about what do you talk about when you're with your friends? Like, do you just talk about what's randomly happening around the world, or like do you sit in a coffee shop and be like, all right, how are these motherfuckers making money?
Well, we you and I and 2 other of our friends are into that stage. Like we're starting. We still haven't figured it out yet, but like I said, I feel like we are always in the right path. Like we're trying to improve whether it's this, whether it's that, as a person, individually. And with that thing that I'm talking, the group chat that
I know what I'm talking about. They don't know, but yeah, maybe.
Like I said, you can see that we all involved into this.
The bigger picture,
right? That's all that really comes down to. Like we really trying to make things happen and accomplish some things so we can get to the spot that we want to get.
Man. I mean, I agree with everything Tate said in that video. Sometimes, and I've said it, and we've said this before when we've had conversations. I know when we like sit over there with, especially with Chris, we'll be like, all right, we can't be talking about some fucking nonsense. Like we're trying to stay on top of it.
You get distracted a lot.
You get distracted, but we try to stay on top of it. And I know we're doing that more often, but one example I'll give is I was at a restaurant with I think who was it? I think it was with Aaron and some other people. Oh, at the pizza spot, the fire ass pizza spot. Kenny still hasn't gone to.
The fire spot that haven't taken Kenny. Yeah, that one.
I think you might have to take me, dude.
No, sorry, I don't even know where it is.
I know where it is. I'll take
So
you
you
and then
take
you
me.
pay.
No, that's not how it works, bro.
Take me out. But
Not how it works.
I was there and I was trying to talk to them. I'm like, yo, how do y'all think that? How much y'all think that they pay for this spot? How much y'all think they're paying the employees? How can they make more money from the employees? How can they how can they improve the service in a way where it'll keep people coming back? You know what I'm saying? Just talking like just money in general. And they was just not interested in that, bro. And I was just like, damn, is this the type of people that I want to be around? And it's not like, I'm not trying to say that in a bad way because I mess with those people heavy. But then I'm just like, if we were just sitting here in this room, for example, and we just like, we set a timer for like 30 minutes. And we're like, all right, we're not going to stop talking about money. Just money in general, how we can make money, how is this person making money, how that person is, how this person, how can we combine our efforts into moving forward. If we do that, bro, is how the fuck can you come out of that room not knowing a little bit more about what you're talking about? And then I think Tate said that too as well. If you were in a room full of ice cream makers and you're in there listening and talking about ice cream the whole time, don't you think by the time you get out of that room, you're going to have some knowledge on ice cream? Which makes sense. Kobe, what was it he said? He said, what y'all talk about is dumb. Like, you're going to bring my level down. Like, I don't want to do that. That's pretty self-explanatory, bro. Some people just talk about some fucking nonsense, bro. And I know you can agree with this because Kenny be like, yo, I be listening to these people talk about some shit that I be like, yo, what the fuck they talking about?
Right? Yeah, I mean, there is some
nonsense
content
dude.
that I be like, man, I need to get off this.
Oh man, and then what was the last part? David Goggins, I forget what he said exactly, but I think that's enough for that one part.
I wanna make something clear. Like, yes, we do care about our money because we both are believers that money can create a certain freedom.
We know
but
that.
Like when let's say when us, like the boys, our group, when we go out, it's not always about that. Like, we also like, you know, have our friendship and, you know, we mess around.
But we know
jokes,
when to mess around, but when it's time to lock in, we lock in for sure. And that's I don't think fucking Andrew Tate and his boys just be like, yo, how you making money? This and that every 5 seconds or like forever. It's just like, I think what he's trying to get across is like, you know, if you're just talking about nonsense the whole time, how are you improving?
For sure.
And that's the point that I wanted to get to. But that's my first piece of advice. Kenny, what is yours, man? Let's get to it.
My first advice will be show up fully. Like, whatever you do, give your 100%. You know,
show up what?
Fully.
Show up fully. Okay.
Yeah, like don't be daydreaming about the future.
Or like live in the moment.
But concentrate showing up fully in the present.
Like live in the moment type shit.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So not only that, I feel like when I say show up fully, it's like, let's say, yo, let's go. I tell you, yo, let's go fishing. Mm-hmm. You're like, I don't really want to go. I mean, I guess I'll go. And you show up and you have like,
just there just to be
there.
I mean?
Like, if you show up, yo, let's fish, let's catch some.
Catch a fucking hog, dude. Shout out, Aaron.
Use this weight, use this bait. Throw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
yo,
what, like,
the bread's been working recently, bro.
Too,
the
bro.
bread been going crazy. If you fish out there, use some bread from the gas station. That shit works. But I do get what you're saying, dude. And I have an example of that too. I think it was when I was down in Monroe. I think we were doing drills at third. Like, bro, they were spiking shit at us. You already know how third base is in college, so they were spiking shit. And I think I was in there just thinking. I was thinking about some nonsense. Like, I was just in my head about some nonsense. And then I think my boy, he was a catcher. Shout out Ant. He was my roommate. He was like on the side. They had finished their catching drills and shit. He was just like watching us, and he could tell that I wasn't like fully paying attention. Like, he seen me play third, and he's like, bro, I know you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see me bullshitting, you'll know if I'm bullshitting, right? Mm-hmm. So he could tell that I was bullshitting, and this is during practice, and, you know, talking about practice, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be there fully, like you're saying.
Right. So
I was bullshitting, but then he yelled something. I forget exactly the words he said. I think he said like, stop being a bitch or some shit like that. And then like I just clicked back. I was like, oh shit. And then I started diving for balls. Like, you already know, like, once you're in it, like, you play baseball, so you know. Once you're in that moment where you just throw your body out, you don't give a fuck. You just start throwing yourself at the ball. But you know how hard them balls be coming at you at third.
At third, especially, the hot corner for a reason.
But I mean, bro, it's just a part of the game, bro. Especially baseball. You know how mental that shit is. If you're stuck in your head and you're worried about what happened last play, then you can't really do your thing this play.
Last game. Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you're saying exactly. Is it my turn again? Damn, that shit was pretty quick. Hey, okay, I heard this. What was it? All right, I'm gonna use this one. I heard this I was reading an audiobook. I believe it was, fuck, it might have been The Art of Seduction. If it wasn't The Art of Seduction, it was another one, but I forget exactly which one it was. I listen to a lot of audiobooks now, but he was saying how people think that you could only learn through school, and once you're finished with school, your learning is over. Like people for some reason have that. I'm not saying we do, but you know what I'm saying. And that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in my life, bro. I'm learning every single day, and I'm not even in school right now. So if people really have that mindset of like, oh, I'm not in school no more, I don't have to be learning about anything, then you're an idiot. Like, how can you say that, bro? Like, there's so many things out here in the world that if you're not still learning after school or while you're not in school, then what are you doing?
That is true. There are some self-made millionaires that
they didn't even
think about school
at all.
Dropouts. And we're not saying drop out and be rich and be a millionaire.
No. It can be done. It can
could,
be done.
Right? But it takes time. It takes effort. It takes consistency, persistency,
heart,
research,
character.
Yeah, it takes
everything.
A lot.
It's a reason why it's rare. But
yeah,
the way I see
it's not impossible.
It's not. I don't think anything is impossible, really, bro. Unless like flying without using wings or some shit. But it's there's so many, especially like with like how convenient information is nowadays, bro. Like, how can you not just learn? Like,
bro,
like,
there's
podcasts,
out there.
There's books, there's just websites. You have your phone in your pocket, which is literally a fucking computer.
That's what I'm saying.
And like, bro, if you're not listening, if you're not learning every day, then what are you doing, bro? For real.
Then it's your fault.
It really is your fault. You can't blame anybody else.
Sure.
Man. But go ahead, Kenny.
My other one will be patient and persistent. Life is not about what you accomplish, it's what you overcome.
Okay.
I had a hard time being patient, bro. Like, I was the type of person that, like, wherever I wanted it at the moment.
Quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had that too, but I've kind of gotten over it. I've become more patient recently.
Yeah, because I started to understand like everything has its own timing. Like, if it's gonna happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
You can't rush or try to beat the
time. Yeah, I think what you're.
You can't really.
Is that way? Would that be the same as? I mean, would that go with everything happens for a reason? So you have to be patient, or you don't think so?
That's a good question. I don't know.
No, you don't think so? I think so. I think it like goes along together.
Yeah, but like,
because everything has its time. So if everything has its time and you try to rush it and it doesn't happen, it's because it was for a reason. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Makes sense.
So what do you think? Nah, yeah.
Now that you say that, you changing my perspective. Yeah.
See, look, you see what I'm saying? Every day, learning something new.
Learning new things, see, guys?
Not even that. It's just, I said this to somebody the other day. It's like, you could really tell an intelligent person when they hear something, they think it over, and then actually they're like, okay, now I'm able to accept this or deflect it. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, okay, nah, fuck what you're saying, or oh, I already knew that. Some shit like that. It's like, okay, let me actually listen to what you're saying.
That's the bimbos.
Oh my gosh.
They like, you tell them the truth, but the facts, and they're like, you know what? I think you're wrong.
Nah,
like, you straight up.
I feel like you're wrong. I know what you're talking about, and Myron said it too. He was like, a person has a high IQ or a low IQ when they feed into the ideology. If they feed into the ideology instead of the point. So, like, for example, I don't know. Let's say he says women can't drive. They'll be like, why would you say that? They go into it. They take it literal instead of thinking, okay.
That means that they're not as good drivers.
They're good drivers. Yeah. But they're not as attentive to the actual point that he was trying to get across. And then that goes to show, like, the level of IQ people have. It was an interesting perspective that I got from him. But is it my turn now? 3. All right. Mine is play chess, not checkers. Pretty short, but there's a chessboard right there. I don't think they could see it in the camera. No. But literally, life is a chessboard, bro. Every move has to be calculated. Every move has a counter to it, and that counter then has a counter to it. So I was thinking that's the way I look at life. Anytime that something's going down or something happens, I'm like, okay, What is the possibilities I have? What are the outcomes? All right, how can I change this outcome to make it into something that I want it to? Is that even possible to actually like switch it up and to make it something desirable for me? Or is that just something that I'm gonna have to live with? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, my car broke down. Fuck, I gotta knock on wood. Let's say, for example, something happened with the whip, and I'm like, okay, so what are my moves now? Okay, I could either ask somebody else for a ride. I could take the day off, go fix it. I could take a bike and go. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example, but that's the way I look at life. I try to look like 4 or 5 steps ahead of whatever the fuck I'm doing, because you never know. And then people who are just playing checkers, it's just one move at a time. So they don't really see that outcome. All right, this is a possibility that this could happen. All right, so if this happens, what can I do to combat that? You know what I'm saying? It's like the art of war in a sense. You know, chess. That's actually how they played. If not how they played, but how battles were fought back in the day. Have you ever seen like let's say for example, I don't know if you watch. Did you watch Game of Thrones or no?
Never.
No, they had like for example, let's say this is the war room. Yeah, they will have like the map, and then they'll have like their forces. Actress, yeah, that's them playing chess on the battlefield basically. So it's just that's the way I look at life nowadays. You know, play chess, not checkers.
Sorry, guys.
What do you think about that, Kenny?
True. I mean, I feel like for some reason chess takes more skill than
it does.
Right?
It does. If you're a good chess player, you'll smoke anybody in checkers.
But in the advice perspective, I mean, yeah, whatever you gotta do, you can't just overreact and just do it. You know, everything you do, you gotta take time to think through it, and see put everything in a balance. You know, like I would say. Is it worth it? Should I do it? Should I not? You know, everything needs to be
calculated.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but if you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off, bro, like I don't think you're gonna be making good decisions. But that's besides the point. Go, Kenny. It's your turn now.
My other one is if you really have a big goal that you need to get to. Let's say like, and I'll give you guys an example.
Go ahead, man.
Me and Louis. He called me. He's like, "Yo, let's make a list of some things we gotta hit on the next day." And then boom. So we get here, we did the things, we figure out some things out. What I'm trying to say is, whatever your goal is, you gotta take step by step. You gotta narrow all the ideas and put them on like on a level, right? You do this first, and you do this, or you do this, you do this. You know, you keep
just playing chess. You think about it, yeah. Because
like I said, bro, when I came, we
got straight to it.
I had a bunch of ideas. I told you, but then we were like, hold on, we gotta do this first. Oh wait, but before we do this, we gotta make sure this is
handled. Yeah, you know, and then before that is done, we gotta handle this. So yeah.
So create a plan. You know, whatever your goal is, create a plan.
I like that because a lot of people, bro. I don't want to single out this person, but my little sister would be like, I'm gonna be rich, and I'm like, how you gonna get rich? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm just like, okay, I don't want
to bag.
Yeah, I don't want to, you know, she's still young, so obviously she has me as a brother. I'm not gonna give her bad advice or anything like that. But a lot of people have that mindset where they're like, oh, I'm gonna get rich, and then you ask them, all right, what's your plan? And they're like, I don't know. I feel like that's why a lot of people have an issue with when, let's say, for example, you're like an older generation type of person, and then your kid comes up to you and says, I don't want to go to school. And then they'll get angry right away. They'll get tight because they think they just want to be lazy and they don't have a plan and shit. But if you have a plan, bro, and you have the exact, you know what steps you have to take, you know when you have to take those steps, you know why you have to take those steps, and you have it all calculated, then what is the issue? Because going to school is a plan. Am I wrong?
True.
You're planning to go to school and they have it all figured out for you. Now, if you decide to go your own path, now you should have a plan and make sure that everything is calculated. You can't just do it like, you know.
Shit like a chicken. You can't be Rambo.
Can't do it like a chicken running around, but or like an ostrich with your head in the sand.
On the ground.
Yeah, but you know, come up with a plan, dude. That's my advice, man. Was that you? Is it my turn?
That was me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my turn. I heard this in a bar, and it was I think it was
like a song.
Yeah, it was Dave East said it. He said, "Real gangsters provide for their family, whether it's a Porsche or a Camry," but I don't want anybody to take it in as literal. What he's trying to say is basically, you know, these people over here thinking that they're gangster because, you know, they sell drugs or they're literally in a gang. You know what I'm saying? They're doing ignorant,
not smart,
hood rat stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the hood in DR, so I could say it. But A lot of people think that that's being gangster, and I don't see it like that at all. Like I think Meek Mill said this in one like an old ass video, like old as fuck. He was like, you know what's really gangster? Moving your mom out the hood, getting her a crib. That's real gangster shit. And I'm like, okay, take that, and that's the way I see it. You know, if you're really providing for your family, or you're taking the steps to be able to provide for your family, that's what I see as being a real gangster or a man. True. In other words, you know what I'm saying? But he used the car example, you know, whether it's a Porsche or Camry, it could be, you know, it doesn't matter what you give them as long as you're providing for them. And that's the way I see it in life. It doesn't have to be material things. You could be there just, you know, as a person for advice and stuff like that. But as long as you're providing for the people that you care for, that's some advice that I could pass down to anybody and be like, and be okay with it, if you know what I'm trying to say. But what do you think about that? Give me your thoughts, Kenny.
I mean, it is gangster. And I'm saying because I'm from the hood. Nah, it is true, bro. Like, and everybody that see their not only their mom but their parents a struggle. You know, I think one of the things that most people want will be, you know, pay them back. You know, pay for all the hard work that they did for you. Yeah. And it's your turn to return the favor. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I want to do with my mom and my dad. And everybody that helped me, bro. Anybody that, you know, gave the little piece.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like there's little players out there that did their thing.
You feel me?
Well, I mean, yeah. While there's other people that didn't do shit and they expect the most, but you know, you gotta know who's who. But you know, that's a real gangster to me. If you're able to provide for your family, and that what can be more gangster than that, dude?
Exactly.
You know. But what is your next point, my man? Go ahead.
My other advice comes from
Is this 4 already?
Yeah,
I think that's 4. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, that was
this one comes from the book that I told you yesterday. The 48.
You gonna disclose it, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power, and the number 1 is on what is it? On never outshine your master. Yes, and it goes into when the details, which is a really, really good book. I recommend you guys to
do it again or listen to it again.
Yeah. It's pretty much, you know, it's pretty much saying like be humble. Don't try to like gas yourself. And one of the things that they were talking about was
blow your head up.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna give you guys an example, put it into my word.
I'll get one too after. I got one.
Like, baseball, right? Let's say I'm playing baseball, right? Me and Lewis on the same team. Lewis has been in the same team for 10 years. You know, he's breaking records, doing home runs, pitching, all that, right?
I'm going crazy.
Hall of Famer, right? I come in, I had one good year, right? And I'm already comparing myself to him, or try to be in the same level or better or above. And if that's the case, you're not supposed to be doing that talk. You should let others do that talk, you know. And
never call myself the GOAT.
Right.
Always leave that up to the people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like if it really comes down, be like, yo, Lewis, you know, just be humble. Lewis did all these records in 10 years. It's been my first year. It's gonna take me 10 years to at least catch up to him. You know what I mean? Some humble things that. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with being humble. I think being humble is very, very good, honestly.
Sometimes you just gotta break that though. And not
sometimes
you
gotta be
cocky.
Yeah,
you have to. But most of the time, try to stay humble. Yeah. But I get what you're saying. And my example would be Drake and Lil Wayne. Drake says that all the time. Every time, you know, I wouldn't be here without this man, and technically speaking, money wise, and
Drake and who?
And Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne found Drake. He discovered him and shit. But technically speaking, Drake has more money and has more career success than Lil Wayne has at this point, right? So Drake can talk his shit.
Nah, Lil Wayne is the goal.
You
saw the video of him reacting to one of his
bars. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Nah, what I'm saying, money wise. Come on now, Drake got more money than Lil Wayne. And career-wise, in terms of accolades and all that, at this point, I think he's passed him. I'm not too sure. Don't take me for literal, but I'm pretty sure he's either close or he's already been past him. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake musically, come on now.
Right, it's
but
Drake.
Drake can talk his shit if he wants to, right?
Yeah.
But what does he do every time anybody says anything about Lil Wayne? Yo, much respect to that man, but I wouldn't be here without that man. I love that man like he's my father. And it makes a lot of sense, dude. And then I'll give another example, but this is more like, you know, when people was living in kingdoms and how they had a king and the Game of Thrones. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, it's a power dynamic. Everybody's trying to get to the top. So, for example, let's say you're the king personally, and you're in his let's say you're in his committee of advisors. So you try to like one up him, and then depending on how the king is, you don't know but he gets it. But in his head, it sounds like you're trying to he thinks like you're trying to like diss him or some shit like that. Then him being the king, like back then they didn't give a fuck. So you said some crazy shit, yo, chop his head off. They'll chop his head off. So it could lead to your own death.
Even in the Bible, King David, if you guys know about the Bible, King David, he was the king of wow, I forgot. No, never mind. But what I was gonna say too. I also forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my god! I'll give it another example. In the book, they were talking about King Louis and.
That's the one I was gonna say.
King Louis,
it's the same thing in the Bible. Pretty much.
I forgot who it was. His finance like person. I forget who it was.
He
threw the party, right? Yeah, he threw a party that was with
and then he made a statue.
He was trying to like show the king like how much he like cared for him and shit like that. But then in the king's eyes, it looked like he was trying to like one up him.
And the king was like,
he was trying to outshine the master, which is the master's the king in this example. But the king ended up killing him and then giving his job to somebody else. So it could cost you your life. Not not nowadays, but it could cost you your career nowadays.
I remember. I remember what I was gonna say.
Oh my god!
So the queen died, right?
yeah.
This is not funny. It's funny what I'm about to say, but the fact that she died is not obviously not funny.
Okay.
I saw a guy DM this girl. He was like, "I heard the queen died. Are you okay?"
Yeah, that sounds like the Future shit. Oh, I think some shit. Oh my gosh, they did that shit with like Future, and it was like, fuck, I forgot exactly how it went, but he was like, now that the queen is dead, something, and then they use her name as like a pun or some shit. I forget exactly, but
you saw that one, 21 Savage.
Which one? Oh, it was that. It was. I see some shit like that too. But oh my god, there's too many funny things. But let's keep it going. Actually, so we take a break and get into the financial segment real quick. Yeah. All right, man. Let's take a little break. Like I say every episode, do your own research. I don't want anybody doing anything without being comfortable doing their own research. You know what I'm saying? This is just information that I'm giving y'all. Do what you want with it. But like I always say, do your own research. I'm going to talk about social media right now in the beginning. So Google executives report that 40% of Google searches are being stolen by TikTok, which is kind of weird, bro, if you think about it, because Google is the #1 search engine in the world. But people are looking for information on TikTok instead of Google. And if you really think about it, and I know we can talk about this. I want to know your thoughts. But remember when we were like, oh, what's some spots that we could look up in New York? Like we could go to New York. What do we do? What's the first thing we did?
Was everything we did?
Yeah, when we were like, oh, we want to go to some spots in New York. What was the first thing we did?
Look them up.
Where?
On the internet.
But where on the internet?
Google.
No.
On TikTok?
You don't remember, dude? You don't remember the rooftop that we found? We were like, yo, where did we find the video with the rooftop?
On... What did we find?
It was on TikTok, dude.
I said TikTok.
Yeah, but you said Google first. So
I said TikTok.
Exactly. My point is that now people, or like the younger people, I would say, the younger kids are, instead of going to Google and, for example, looking up like a Yelp review, people go on TikTok, oh, best spots in New York.
That is true.
Best food spots in New Haven. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird now that people are transitioning from, because before you would just look up on Google, like, food spots in New York that are good, and then you would have to like read the whole Yelp, look at the pictures. But now you could just look up a 15-second video and then it'll show you the whole like environment.
But I think it's better. It's better what TikTok, not what TikTok's doing, but the users are doing on TikTok.
Yeah,
if you go on Google, you see the pictures, you will see kids friendly, you see Apple Pay, whatever. But if you go on TikTok, you see
the
how they make the food, the kitchen, the chefs,
vibes, everything,
the whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could read comments too if you really want to. That shit was good. That shit was ass. Everything. They even have like they show the food. Like you said that already, but. That is, I find that a lot more convenient than having to read a whole Yelp review and figure out if this shit is worth it.
I used to use Yelp.
Yeah, me too. But like, bro, now TikTok is the wave, bro. But that goes for anything. You want to find like adventure spots. You want to go hiking to find new hiking points. You want to
hobbies,
anything really. You just go on TikTok, search it up. Best whatever in this area, and they'll pop up. Somebody made a video about it on TikTok. And then if you really think about it, well, no other app has really got people hooked the way TikTok has. Like, what other app is really having you on? Like, you know how they have like you've been scrolling for an hour, take a break.
I never got that.
I used to get those all the time.
Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Still
a thing. Like if you scroll for like an hour and some change, it'll pop up on your thing. But
you can
think about it, the fact that you could just scroll past it. But like if you think about it, the fact that they have to put that in there, like
they know.
they know. But all I'm saying, in the long run, once TikTok does end up going public, I think that's a good, investment in the social media space. Because like, bro, I don't see anybody else's. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have the best algorithm. I don't think Instagram is even close yet.
Or YouTube.
In terms of like short-term content, no, I don't think.
I'm not gonna lie, the shorts YouTube
they're starting to get there, but TikTok started that, bro.
Been doing
so it's just like, come on now. And then another thing I want to talk about this week. Shout out EYL. This is where I got this from. But this is new investment like portfolio that's somewhat bulletproof, and I have I have reasons why it's bulletproof, and I'm gonna give you the companies, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm pretty sure it's called Monta or Montana, some shit like that. It's one of the two. It's the abbreviation of all the companies' first letter. I'm pretty sure it's Monta, MATAN, Montana. Montana. I don't fucking know, but all right. So I agree with this 100%. I usually say 2 tech, 2 index, but I've kind of switched it up into this now because I mean, I have a little more money to invest. It depends on who you are as a person. If you have a certain amount and you're only comfortable with 4 companies or 4 investments, 2 tech, 2 index, VOO, VTI, Google, Apple. 2 tech, 2 index. You could do any other companies as well that are tech companies, but it's just like this are just 2 that I threw off the top of my head. But in Montana, so the first company is Microsoft. What are your thoughts on Microsoft, Kenny? I have reasons why that's a good investment, but what are your thoughts on Microsoft?
Microsoft has been out for so long. I feel like it's more of a secure. Like it's been out for so long, and you got the.
I'm a long-term investor, man.
And they keep coming out with new, laptops and what's the Apple? You know how Apple has the M1 thing?
Mm-hmm. The chips.
Yeah, they be coming with some different chips too.
Good, you mentioned that, but so business to business, it's like when their business sells to other businesses. That in terms of revenue, in terms of money coming in, booming with Microsoft. Always been booming and will keep booming. Their gaming, immaculate. Think about it. Microsoft with Xbox and everything.
Yeah.
Always good and will probably end up being good. I don't see anybody else other than Sony really doing anything in the gaming space in the future.
True. Nintendo.
And then actually, I don't know if you knew this before, but they have software on 85% of computers in all of the world. Think about it. That computer over there has Windows on it. This one is a Mac, but that one over there has a 85% right. In the world. That in itself should be like, okay, that's a very good company to invest in, dude. All right. Next company is Apple. What do you think of Apple?
That was coming.
What do you think of Apple?
Dude, it's Apple.
Hey, dude. Best company in the fucking world. Nobody can compare. That's really it, dude.
Once they do what you said with the,
I didn't write anything else.
Once you say what they do with
Apple Pay Me Later,
that and how they gonna see
the advertisement.
Yes.
Man, it's a big play. I've been on the Apple. Hey, man, I'm just saying that's gonna be on my. I have a goal. I'll give it out. It's usually for the Patreon, but
$7.99.
Yeah, y'all gotta pay. I mean, I'll give this one out for free, but Apple is on my list of 1,000 shares that I want to get to. Once I hit 1,000 shares in Apple, then I'm like, okay, I'm valid. I'm not close yet because 1,000 shares is a lot. It's a lot, but I'm working towards it, and I have a plan, and it's going. Everything's going to plan. All right, next company is Tesla. What do you believe, man? What do you think? What you thinking?
Tesla, bro. I mean, Tesla just like Apple.
Yeah.
Just Tesla.
Yeah. I mean, did you see? Have you ever seen that guy on TikTok? Like, yo, my name Elon Musk. The Asian Elon Musk. You never seen him? Like Elon Musk. You never seen it? You have me dead. But when you're looking into a company, you always want to look into their founder because the company's DNA habits and traits will resemble the owner himself. Elon Musk is a genius. Anything he really touches nowadays is kind of turning into gold. So that in itself would be a good indicator that would be a good long-term.
Of course.
If you really think about it, they're the Mercedes-Benz of electric cars. So if you really think of electric cars, what's the first thing you see?
Tesla, bro.
They're at the top of the market,
Or
dude.
Prius.
Well, I mean, but you can't compare Prius to Tesla, bro. I'm sorry. They're the ones. He was the only one that was able to make a car sexy. You know, Model S, Model E, Model X, Model Y. You know what I'm saying? I meant that as a joke, but not really. But like, think about it, bro. You seen people will really be outside flexing Teslas like they're Mercedes Benzes, bro. And you know, the ones with the butterfly doors, that's some fire shit. I can't even cap.
Model X.
Yeah, but who else is doing that? And at the top of the market, like Musk is right now, and you know. Hey man, all I can say is, bro. Yeah, I mean that has nothing to do with Tesla though. But
no, but isn't Elon Musk involved?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anything he touches is gold. But I mean, I would say if you're the type of person who has a thought in your head like, yo, I'm gonna take motherfuckers to fucking Mars, that's just a different type of human being. But Cali already said by 2035 they're banning
fuel cars.
Fuel cars. So that in itself is also like, damn. All right, so who's at the top of the market? Tesla. Okay, if everything, if Los Angeles or California already said that, which has one of the largest populations in the U.S. I believe that New York will be next, and after New York will be Texas, or it will be Texas then New York. But if those three say, all right, let's ban cars that have use gas fuel.
That's tough.
Hey man, Tesla's up there, and if you have money in it, why not? You know. They're like I said, they're already leading the market, so might as well. And their only biggest competitor that I see is Apple. Have you seen the Apple car that they're talking about? The Apple electronic car. They also have a truck like that drives itself. You know how Tesla recently dropped that truck. If Apple comes out and they're like, all right, we want to drop electronic cars and we want to drop that electronic truck, that's the only competition that Tesla has, really, if you think about it. Like, you know, you walk up to motherfuckers like, yo, I got an Apple car, dude. Yeah, I gotta stop saying dude. I got that shit from Aaron too much. Next company is Alphabet. You know what Alphabet is? It's the parent company of Google.
Like
they're Google. The parent company is called Alphabet, but it's Google. What do you think of Google?
Like I said, bro, it's Google.
Google is Google.
All these companies.
Yo, that's how you know this shit was recorded live. What were you saying?
These companies, bro, like big names,
hey man,
long lasting.
I'll use this analogy too, dude. Let's say I'm using a basketball analogy.
Even Shaq was talking about
in the draft, dude. Do you want the top 5 picks, or you want the top 37 picks?
Top 5.
Exactly. So if you already got the good companies, why the fuck are you over here trying to pick fucking Anklewood that fucking makes anchors in Mexico or some shit? I don't know. But Alphabet, parent company of Google, owns YouTube, which is really big on their portfolio. They are the number 1 and number 2 search engines in the world. So they basically own the internet. So think about it. Search, in terms of search, who's bigger than YouTube and Google? And the only third that's coming up is TikTok, but they're not even close to YouTube and Google and search yet.
Sure.
You know, they also have the number 1 entertainment model for content creation ever created, if you really think about it. And if you're watching this video right now, you're looking at it. YouTube. If you think about it, it's the only entertainment model which is we'll let you upload onto our platform for free. Once your content produces, then we'll pay you on it. And the percentages they pay is very good that I wouldn't be mad at. YouTube takes 30%, they give 70% to the actual creator. Nobody else does that. Everybody else is backwards. So for example, Netflix will pay up loads of money for some series that nobody gives a fuck about, and they end up losing hella money.
True.
YouTube is like, okay, you post on our shit for free, and we'll pay you if your shit makes money. Right. If your shit is actually entertaining and people are actually rushing to it, we'll pay you, and you're getting 70%. A 70-30 split is very valid to me, bro. I'm not gonna be mad at that. It could be a little lower in terms of YouTube, but that's a very good split in my eyes. I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't think you would be mad at that either.
No, bro, not at all. It sounds very good.
You know, but you know, Google is up there, dude.
The one that's coming now is with the N.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what it is.
You said chips earlier, man. Let's see if you get it.
Chips.
You got 3 seconds. 3,
Nintendo?
2, 1. No. Huh?
Nvidia?
Nah. Nvidia.
Oh,
Nvidia. What do you think about Nvidia, dude? You said chips, and Nvidia is up there with chips. I'm pretty sure I have an Nvidia chip in my computer.
Like I said, bro, everything that's that I see that company as like, I mean, all of them I see as
Long
long,
term.
not only in the long term but like futuristic. Like I see them in like 24. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm a long term investor. All these people we were talking about GameStop. I was like, all right, let's see what GameStop
bro.
is in 5 years.
GameStop is going down, bro.
In terms of AI, anything AI has to use chips. Nvidia is up there, and I believe what's the other one? I forget the other big. There's 3. There's Nvidia. Fuck, I forget the other one. And then there's one that's like called like Wonton something. I talked about it in another episode. But with Nvidia, they're ahead of the game in terms of AI. They're ahead of the game in terms of the metaverse. They're in terms of future of computing, bro. Just computers in general, like, bro, we need chips, and they're making chips. So I see it in the long term value, bro. This is it's crazy big. And I remember how I told you the U.S. put out that bill where they're giving that crazy. I forget exactly the amount, that crazy amount of money to having chips manufactured in the United States. The point for that is that they don't want our competitors, or they don't want these companies to sell to our competitors. So like, they're like, all right, we'll supply the money that y'all need so y'all could build facilities here in the U.S. so that you don't give our competitors such as China, Russia, any of the chips, so that we keep it here. And that's good for the economy and good for any investors in Nvidia because they're at the top of the game. I believe they own already like 50 something % of the market, which is still increasing because the chip market is very big. But either way, it's still increasing. They're at the top. But I don't know, bro. I don't see it. If the government is putting money in towards it, does that sound like a bad look? Not really, dude.
No, bro.
And then you said it yourself, bro. I don't see computers. I don't see gaming. I don't see anything that has to do with chips going away anytime soon. And then in terms of cars, electric cars are using chips now. Nvidia's on top of that already. What else? I believe like the robotics and shit like that, when people lose like arms and shit, a lot of that stuff is using chips. I don't know, a lot of everyday things are turning into chips. Fucking refrigerators have chips in them already. I've seen tables with chips in them. Bro, it's just the world is going in that way, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm investing into some
I'm
chip
trying to think of what's the
manufacturers.
next one coming.
The last one, it starts with an A. It's not very hard.
It's not? You already said Apple.
Think.
What's after the A?
A. M. You use it all the time, dude.
Amsterdam? AMC?
Amazon.
Amazon, of course.
Amazon. ¿Qué tú dices de Amazon?
The Prime be coming in handy, though.
Hell
the
yeah.
2-day shipping is much needed.
Good thing you mentioned that. Amazon, bro. If you ever have to buy anything, what's the first place you're going? Amazon. It's convenient. It's fast. They have streaming now. So if you have Prime, you get free streaming. So if they get some good shows on there, think about it. But you're already paying for Prime. You're paying for their other services.
That also goes to not Switch, Twitch.
To Twitch.
That's how you give out subs and all that.
Exactly. Like I said earlier with the founder, who's the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, pretty smart dude. Always fighting with Elon over the first the richest man.
Where's my money?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just in the long run, I don't see Amazon going any other way. They don't have any competitors really that could back it up like that. And then now, they took over. What was it? Is it M1? No, something medical. M1 medical, something like that. I forget exactly. I said it in that one episode, but they're getting into the medical field heavy. They already got streaming. They get your Prime itself is crazy. Like, bro, 2-day shipping, you getting your shit. And like I said, for example, we're going on a trip and we're gonna stay at a hotel, and you're like, yo, I need this for the trip. You could, you know that
they have next day shipping too, right?
Yeah. And you could, depending on where it is too, even same day shipping. But if you need something in that hotel room, you know for sure that you could, let me order it on Amazon, and by the time I get there, it's gonna be there. And that in itself is very important, because if you think about other companies that try to do shit like this, let's say for example, have you ever used like McCarty or those like cheap discount shits? You never know if that shit's actually gonna get to you. But when you order something on Amazon, do you really question if it's gonna get to your house?
What's the other one? Start with the M.
I forget exactly. I don't know.
Or something.
Yeah,
Huh?
Isn't the one I just said? Mercardi, some shit like that.
Oh, wait, did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's another one. There's another one. I know what you're talking about. There's like 3. Where like you be ordering like a PS4 and they send you like some nonsense.
Oh,
I forget the name.
There's
dude.
like Posh something, something.
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about Wish?
Wish is one of them. Wish is actually one of them. But you order something on Wish, you don't know what the fuck you're getting. But
you can order PS4 and inside the box you get
some papers or some shit. But in terms of Amazon, you never really question if you're gonna get your stuff.
Never.
Bro, I've ordered fucking shit that's worth thousands of dollars
and
on Amazon, and
whatever don't get delivered, even if it gets delivered, you know what I mean?
It's gonna get delivered most likely. And then
what I mean, right?
if it's expensive, bro, I'm pretty sure they file like police reports for you and shit. Like they're really on top of that shit, and that in itself is gonna build trust in the customer. So I don't see Amazon going anywhere. But that is the portfolio. Montana, is it Montana?
So.
Some shit like that. That's something that I recently started it this week. Actually, invested into all 7 of those companies, and dude. Let's just say, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens when that tide turns and the economy flips. I have long-term trust in all these companies, so I'm not scared of anything. But let's keep it going, bro. Let's keep this going, dude.
Keep going,
are we gonna get into your segment, or are we gonna? Damn, it's kind of early.
Yeah, bro. I think.
Are we get into your segment?
What do you want to do? You want to just
get into your segment, dude? Just finish it out, and then we'll say like one more piece of advice if you had to.
All right.
Get into the what is the segment called, dude?
Hey man, listen. Hey man, listen.
It's not called "Hey man, listen," bro. Why are you saying that?
Listen, say that. Let's get into what you rather questions.
Let's go. That's good, dude. Rapid fire.
Here we go.
Dude.
Let me see. Let me find. Okay, I got you. Would you rather clean up somebody else's vomit or blood?
Blood.
That's like bodily fluids, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I'll throw up if I see the vomit, dude. I'd rather just give me the blood. I get that shit over with. If that, that shit it stinks too. Like, nah, I'll take the blood. I'm good. Okay. Blood stinks too, but like not like vomit, dude.
I can't see blood. I'll be not throwing up, but I get like
pussy
dizzy looking at blood.
Nah, not a lot of people. Aren't you a nurse?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like I used to see blood and
yeah, I guess I know a lot of people that are like that. So you're picking the vomit?
I'd rather pick neither. You
have to pick one, dude.
I said blood, but like not looking.
Okay.
At least I don't have to smell. I don't have to see the smell.
Okay, go.
Would you rather spend the weekend with pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas.
Really?
But I watched Naruto, dude. Come on, get out of here. Hell yeah, they'll teach me their ways, and then we'll beat the fuck out of the pirates.
What if you find gold?
I'll steal it from them after I kill them. I'll throw a fucking ninja star at them.
You think pirates are dumb?
They're not gonna beat the ninjas.
How do you know? They got cannons.
I got my sword. Naruto ninjas could walk on water, so.
Would you rather get your paycheck given to you in pennies or never use cash again?
Never use cash again. I barely use cash.
So you gonna be carrying pennies, bro, like thousands of pennies.
No, I'm using cash. I'm doing the never using cash. Cash in itself is useless anyways. So use that credit, man. But yeah, use that credit, dude. Credit is the best thing that's ever happened to this country, and it's what is this country's run on. A lot of people don't understand it, so get nice with the credit.
Would you rather live until you're 200 and look like you're 22 your whole life, or no, I'm sorry. Would you rather live until you're 200
and look 22?
No, until you are 200, or look 22 and die at 65.
Look 22 and die at 65.
That young?
Yeah. I mean, 65 is not young. Would you think? I don't think it's
average,
old, but it's not young. But yeah, I'll take dying at 60. But I don't think anybody really wants to be on this earth for 200 years, bro. It's just at a certain point, right? It's just too much agony. It's not even worth it. But all like the people you love are already dead.
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, I'll live till 65, live a short but exciting life, and that's it, man. We out. On to the next move after this life, dude.
Last one. Would you rather hear uncomfortable truth or confronting lie?
Uncomfortable truth. And I feel like people have to get comfortable at taking uncomfortable truth because, you know, the truth hurts. But that's the best thing for you, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, that's the, so we do one more piece of advice, or should we just head in straight into the, let's do one more piece of advice, man. Fuck it. Let's go. You got one?
You go first.
All right, man. Be too dumb to quit. And as a man, fuck your feelings. One, be too dumb to quit. If everything is about timing, bro, a lot of people end up quitting before their time. A lot of people quit before they hit the diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that from Justin Waller and Andrew Tate in 2 different videos. They both talked about it. It's just like, bro, you have to be persistent in whatever you're doing, bro. It's not gonna happen right away. A lot of people have plans and they're like, oh, it's gonna happen next week, and then when it doesn't happen next week, they get bummed out and they quit. It's just, come on, man, you gotta have that heart. You gotta make sure you keep your head down and just keep moving, you know. And then fuck your feelings. And I mean that in the most healthy way possible, because a lot of people like to flip it and say, oh, you're not emotional, this and that. No, man, as a man, I believe that you have to go out there no matter how you feel and perform, because you have people that you have to take care of. You have your family that you have to provide to, or that you will provide to in the future. And if you're depending on your feelings or motivation and stuff like that, and you're not disciplined, then you're not a man.
True. Absolutely, man.
That's my last point for today.
My last one will be to the boys. Just man up. Just don't be soft, bro. Like,
don't be soy boys.
the scenario of nowadays is just, you know, like we always say, bro, like they're trying to make you weaker and all that stuff. I think you gotta be like, look, just put up that
embrace masculinity.
Yeah, like but like I just feel like there's a lot of soft people, man.
Feminine people. That's what I'm saying.
And like
embrace masculinity.
Stop being soft. That's all I have to say. Not to the. Damn, how many times I said to the?
I don't know, 3. But I
Stop being soft.
I think I know what you're trying to say, man. I seen somebody say it. I think it was Sneeko. He says something. This might get people canceled, but pretty sure they said something how masculinity or being too masculine now is like endangering gay people and LGBTQ or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly. And they were talking about this on the news. And I was like, what? How does that even make sense?
He made it to the news?
No. He was just talking. He just brought it up. But I'm saying they were talking about that on the news. I was like, how does that even make sense, dude? Like, I'm pretty sure what we need in this world is more masculine people who actually have honor and get shit done. Because, like, nowadays, bro, everybody's soft, like you said, bro. It's like you could say something to somebody and then they'll dead ass, bro, start crying. Yeah. Or, like, get emotional, start yelling and shit like that. Like, you really know when somebody's emotional when they start raising their voice and shit. But hey, man, you said it perfect. I think it's time for that segment of the episode where we leave them with our advice, dude.
You wanna do it?
You didn't do it this episode, bro. That shit had me
I didn't think you were gonna do it.
do it. Hey, man, you wanna play rock paper scissors or you good?
You can go first.
Me?
You always win anyways.
Yeah, kind of slow at that. All right. This one was said by, I'm pretty sure he's either I think he's a philosopher. His name is Plato.
I heard him before.
Plato.
Yeah.
I think it's Plato.
I think it's from Spain.
Yeah. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Say that again. My quote for this week is, wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have something up. I just messed that up. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. I'll use my example with this. At my job, bro, you know how I say I listen to a lot of
too many nonsense.
Yeah, I listen to audiobooks and I always got my headphone in, and then they be asking me like, "Why you always got your headphones in, bro?" Y'all talk about some fucking nonsense. They be arguing about stupid ass car payments. People using their girlfriend's credit to buy cars, like, bro, dude is saying, yo, your dad bought your car, like, bro, some fucking nonsense. I was like, you know,
they
people
argue about that.
You know, I said this to him. I was like, why do you even argue with these people? I'll tell you what it's after.
No, I want to say something about that too. people is just too materialistic when it comes to that. Like when it
Not
comes to
even that.
cars,
They talk
like,
about the
like,
stupidest shit. Like, bro, you're paying $800 for a fucking car.
Bro, like
you're dumb as shit. But
I'm not. And
it
it doesn't sound good coming from me, because But I have a car. I told him one of my car. I have a car, my BMW, that the windows barely work sometimes. The lights, I have to drive with my high beams on because the regular lights are weak. And the car runs perfectly fine. It takes me to A to B.
Yeah,
and I'm happy with the car, honestly. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a 2022 car, but my car is good. You know what I'm saying? And then they'd be like, "Oh, shut up, you have an old car." And I'm like, "Dude, I could get a new car." Not even that. I'm like, bro, you pay $700 a month in car payments and insurance. I invest that a month. Let's see who's really winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm talking about.
I tell you, bro.
Yeah.
My car payments, my insurance is ridiculous,
through the roof.
bro.
Fucking shit, bro. It's crazy. I can't wait till I hit 26 so that shit goes down. But
ridiculous.
I feel you on that one. But it's just, I told him, I was like, people are fucking broke or are not financially literate when they argue about money. You don't see billionaires and shit and people who actually have money arguing with another person about money.
Sure.
Bro, come on now. Only broke people argue about that shit. And I'm not trying to say that I'm better than them or any way, shape, or form, but I don't like to listen to that nonsense that they're talking and they just be yelling out random shit. Bro.
Your coworkers?
Yeah, so like now I'm just like, at first I was like, I was new to because remember how I switched departments? I'm new, so I'm over here like I'll start like little conversations, say something, but now it's just like, bro, if you don't have anything about the job, and I don't hang out with these people outside of work, so if you don't have anything that has to do with the job and what I'm doing right now, I'm just quiet, listening to my audiobooks, just kicking it, listening to a podcast. Like, I don't have time to talk about nonsense, but that's my quote for this week.
Appreciate it again. My quote comes from Henry Nowen. Sorry. Did I offer peace today? Did I bring a smile to someone's face? Did I say words of healing? Did I let go of my anger and resentment? Did I forgive? Did I love? These are real questions. I must trust that the little bit of love that I show, it will bear many fruits. Fruits,
yeah. Many fruits. Bear many fruits, yeah.
Here in this world and life to come. Pretty much.
I like that. What does that mean to you, bro?
Pretty much it's saying like at the end, and I don't think it's karma because people want to say karma. I think it's more of a
energy.
No, because I don't believe that's no. I believe that if you plant a seed of bananas, when the tree grows, you're gonna get bananas. Yeah. In the same sense, if you create negativity, you're gonna get negativity back to you. If you plant happiness, joy, that's what you're gonna
get back.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I get
that's what I look at it as from.
I mean, I don't get why you understand the energy shit, but it's the same thing. It's the same ideas. It's just different wordings.
It's like
if
what's
you
my
put
energy,
out,
bro?
No, like for example, if I'm over here like talking nonsense to you, that's negative energy. If I'm like, you're a bitch, like yelling at you, that's negative energy. Obviously, that's me planting the seed, right? Giving you negative energy, obviously I'm gonna get negative energy back. It's the same ideas, it's just different wordings. I've noticed that a lot of things in life are like that. It's like we're talking about the same shit, it's just using different words. But I do get what you're saying in that quote. It's just like, all right. So today, what was the first thing he said? Did I
love today?
Did I love? Did I
smile?
Make somebody smile? It's just like, if you have a list of, let's say it's just 3 things. I'm pretty sure you had like 4 in the quote, but it's all right. Did I make what was it? Did I have peace? Did I create peace today? Did I make a smile on somebody else's face? And what was the last one?
Did I say words of healing?
Yeah. So let's say you do those 3 things every day. Do you not think that more positive shit is gonna come into your life if you make it a plan every day? I'm gonna make somebody's day.
Isn't that one? What's his name? Oh my god, I forgot. I can't really forget his name.
Who? Is it important?
What's this dude you were talking about? The energy, the frequency, and all that.
That be talking about energy. And
you
frequency.
told me about
Nikola Tesla.
No, I think it was Albert Einstein.
Einstein?
Yeah.
Was it?
You were talking about the frequency, like if you put out those type of of comments out in the word will shoot like we warrior or something like that. You don't remember?
I think it was Tesla, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think you said
I think it was Nikola Tesla.
Oh,
I was talking about. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but he does say like a lot of things about energy, bro. He said that if people only understood the significance of the number 3, I think it was like 369. Bro, he was like he was like the best inventor of all time. Like a lot of things that we think were invented by certain people were invented by him. Like the light bulb, he invented. It wasn't Edison. Edison was just a businessman who took his idea, took his patents, and put his name on it.
What's it? Edison? What's in the
Jefferson?
Jefferson?
That was electricity. Yeah, that was the current. But the light bulb itself, it was Tesla who created that. Like they talk about that on the 48 Laws of Power. I'm pretty sure. How I think the law is always make sure your name is I forget the exact wording, but it's like make sure you get credit for other people's work, some shit like that. They use that example. Tesla created so many inventions that we use now. I'm pretty sure he created AC, like the alternating current for AC was him that created that. And he created a lot of things, and then people just took it, stole it. But he talks about frequencies and all that shit all the time. But I don't know if I've mentioned that before. Could be something different. But hey, man, this is the end of the episode, man. Thank you all for sticking out this long. I like this episode. You know, I feel like there was some good, especially in the financial segment. If y'all skipping the financial segment, you playing yourself.
You're losing, man.
But, you know, this has been episode 34 of Clocked In Podcast, man. Is there anything you have to say, Kenny, before we clock out?
Show love, guys. Like I said, you guys can find us in any podcast platform, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Everywhere, dude.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Watch the last video. Watch the video before that one.
Make sure, yeah. Leave a comment, man. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Something that I've been trying to stay on top of is, you know, anytime somebody comments, especially on YouTube, I'll always answer. So make sure y'all leave your comments on there and leave some like videos you want us to react to. But yeah, this has been episode 34. Let's clock out, man.
See you guys.
Oh man, what's the thing I'm gonna say at the end of every episode? O mojamos el loco o bebemos romo.
Cuídense dulce.